6:53, time for the morning sprint.
More than 1,000 CNH industrial workers are ending their strike this morning. They will be back to work today for the first time since May. It comes after a contract agreement reached this weekend. They were striking for wage increases to keep pace with inflation and for better benefits to offset the widespread worker shortage. The union has not disclosed any details on what is in that new contract.
Wisconsin men's basketball finally has their matchup with Northwestern all squared away. They'll face each other tonight in Evanston. The game was originally scheduled for Saturday. It got postponed because of COVID-19 within Northwestern's program. The Badgers head into the game having won the last 7 against the Wildcats. Tip-off set for 5:30 this evening.
It is time to start thinking about filing that tax return this morning. That's right. Today, the IRS will begin accepting returns for last year's earnings. They'll begin issuing tax refunds in the weeks and months that follow. Your refund could be smaller than you're used to this year because the enhanced child credit has expired.
The Minnesota House has passed a fast-track bill that could codify abortion rights. Minnesota is on pace to be an island for abortion access in the region, as surrounding states, including here in Wisconsin, work to ban and further restrict the procedure. Minnesota Republicans say without their common sense restrictions, the bill holds the most extreme position on abortion on the world stage.
This morning, police are picking up the pieces after protests turned violent in downtown Atlanta. The protest was over the killing of an activist there on Wednesday. Police say the activist was being cleared with other protesters from the site of a planned public safety center. Then an officer was shot and an activist was killed. Both sides dispute whether the shooting was in self-defense.
U.S. White House Chief of Staff Ron Klain is prepared to leave his job in the coming weeks. That's according to a person familiar with Klain's plans. Klain's departure comes as the White House struggles to contain the fallout after classified documents dating from President Biden's time as vice president were discovered at his home and his former institute in Washington.
The wild weather in California has had an unintended consequence. Very big waves. Those waves helping out the Eddie Big Wave contest, where some waves have reached over 30 feet. Some coastal cities in California have had to evacuate their shores due to the extreme conditions.
New overnight, Poland will be asking Germany for permission to send new Leopard tanks over the German border to help out in Ukraine. Also, the waves of frontline volunteers seems to keep growing. Right now, about 3,000 foreign volunteers are on the Ukrainian front line, and 20,000 volunteers are helping the country in other areas.
A $4,000 prize has been awarded to this statue at the Minnesota Snow Sculpting Contest. We had mentioned that they were struggling with the warm weather, but new snow kept the competition alive. If you're near Stillwater, the sculptures will be up until they melt. Otherwise, they'll be back next year.
And we do have some colder weather on the way over the next week or so. Right now, it's pretty chilly this morning with temperatures around 20 here in Madison, 19 in Watertown, 23 in Janesville. Clouds this morning. We haven't seen the sun for over a week. I think we will see some sun into the afternoon before some clouds roll in this evening. So it should be a pretty decent day. Enjoy the sunshine today because we do not expect much of it for the rest of the week. In fact, some small snow chances here and there, especially on Wednesday. That's when we could see accumulation. And then again, going into the weekend. Look at those temperatures, though.
Yeah, plummeting.
Dropping. We knew it was coming. Possibly getting close to below zero, it looks like early next week.
Wisconsin winter.
It's still January. Mother Nature's going to remind us.
Make it a great day, folks.